Thanks for checking in my minute a month video column. Thank you for clicking on me. This month I'm in a beautifully staged home in Bohemian Heights. The home itself is a little bohemian, and it's very well staged by a stager of mine, and that's a little bit of what I'm going to talk about today. Most agents, and I'm included in that mix, have been talking about how great it is time to buy. And this month I want to talk a little bit about if you are a seller in this market, is all lost on you? And it really isn't, and that's what I'm going to emphasize this month. Right now we have two tiers in our market because of the foreclosure mess right now. About 25% of the homes on the market are in foreclosure. You also have a lot of short sales, which we don't have as many hard numbers on, but we have a lot of short sales too. What that's doing is creating two tiers in the market. You have these homes that are in distress, and a lot of times that's an angry or very sad person that's leaving that home, and they might have beat on it a little bit. And then on another tier, you've got what I call the choice sellers. Those are people who want to move up in this market, or they want to buy for the first, or I'm sorry, sell because they're moving out of town. And those choice sellers are who I'm really targeting with this column this month. And so I'm going to give you just 5 quick tips on what you should do. If you want to sell in 2008, here's what you should do. First thing, obviously you got to pick a good agent. Actually, joking aside, it's extremely important right now to pick a strong agent. A lot of agents are dropping out of this business, and you don't want to be the one. You don't want to be with an agent who's working part-time at it right now in a market that really requires a lot of energy, a lot of guerrilla marketing. So pick a good agent. Of course, I'd like to be interviewed for that, but if not me, just make sure you're picking somebody who's experienced and doing deals in this market. Second thing you want to make sure you do right now in this market, without a doubt, is prepare the home for sale. When I say prepare, I mean clean and repair. Clean and repair the home. You do not want a loose doorknob in that buyer's hand. You do not want them to walk in and see the home all scuffed up or dishes in the sink. You've got one chance to create a first impression. You want to make sure that that person coming in the door knows exactly what your house will look like at its best. So prepare the home. Also, part of prepare the home is my third tip, and that's stage the home. Your agent should either know a stager, or if you're so inclined and your decorating sense is perfect, or you want to buy a book, however you stage the home, you need to stage it. You need not have a bookshelf that's all stuffed up and not allowing somebody to see themselves putting things into it. A lawn chair placed perfectly in a backyard is going to invite somebody to imagine themselves drinking coffee and reading the paper or having a glass of wine on the patio. So it's extremely important to stage the home. You get one chance, again, I've said it already, get one chance to make a first impression. You've got to control that impression to the extent that you can. The fourth thing you definitely want to do in this market is price it well, and I can't emphasize this enough. This is not the time to go fishing for 10 or 5% more than market value. Price it at market value, maybe even a little under certain thresholds in the market. Don't be pricing it, price it and make it available for people to see. Making it available means not having a tenant in it so that somebody has to make an appointment with a tenant, or they have to meet with an extra agent, the listing agent, or they have to meet with the seller to get into the property. Those are obstacles that you can't afford to put in front of the buyer and the buyer's agent. Again, it's all about that impression, and it's all about doing everything you can control. Which leads me to my 5th tip, and this one may be a little bit touchy-feely, if you will, but you need to surrender to this market. To some extent, you're gonna do everything you possibly can. You're gonna stage it. You're gonna pick a good agent. You're gonna prepare it. You're gonna make it available. You're gonna price it right. And then from there, you can't control whether it's gonna rain today and the buyer's not gonna come look at your home. You can't control what's gonna happen with interest rates. So really, you can't beat yourself up. You have to be patient, and you have to surrender to the things you cannot control in this market, and of course control everything you possibly can to make your home more marketable. So that's my tip for the month. That's my video column. Thanks for checking in, and I'll see you next month.